Hello everybody, I have come up with what I believe is a genius idea to help speed up the picking process in the future. What I have here are 31 different themes. I chose 31 because there's 31 days in May. And I made up all of these. However, I'm going to spin the wheel. This is not going to be the one I do, by the way. I'm just showing you how it works. And I'm going to spin the wheel, and basically it's going to land on one, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing whatever this lands on, but yeah. See, in this case, it would be ruin. And every day after I finish one, I'm going to remove it from the list and add a new one in replacement. So it's not like I'm guaranteed to have to do all of these. In fact, some of these I'll probably never do. So that adds a bit of randomness to it as well. And without further ado, let's do the actual spin this time and see what we get. For some reason, this wheel tries to go at the speed of light. Okay, the word we're going to be going off of is locked. This is going to be very interesting. I have no clue what I'm going to do for this. Some of these, whenever I was making the words, I came up with ideas for what I would do for them already, which I know is kind of cheating, but whatever. This, however, I have no clue. Okay, but now comes the part where we actually have to make something. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. So here's the question. Do we make a lock itself, like a lock with like a padlock? Or do we go a different route and do more like keyholes and stuff like that? I mean, that would still be the case in like padlock, but do we just imply it or do we go like literal? So I think I'm going to do something that's like locked up, or maybe chains included in this. I don't know. So I have this idea, and what the idea is this basic rectangular shaped block, kind of like this shape, maybe a bit taller, make it a tiny bit taller. 2 sets of chains coming down the front, lock in the center, and I'm not sure exactly what it would be that is locked up. I think I have this general idea of what I want to do though. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on layer 1 after I make these colors, and I'm going to make it like a dark grayish color. I'm going to use like a bluish gray like I usually do, just to make it so it's not like a perfect gray. That usually looks kind of weird if you do that. Make this around 24 opacity. It looks pretty bright, but that's because the background is black. If I were to change this to something like white, it would look super dark. It actually doesn't. Okay, well, I stand corrected. The next thing I need to do, that I usually do, is add some sort of top part border to it. I'm making this in my normal style block design, by the way. Similar to like the last one I did. I don't want it to be this thick. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to scale it down. Probably to half. Okay, now that I have this, I'm going to make it a goldish color. And that's going to work well because the keyhole and stuff like that's going to be goldish. I'm questioning whether or not I should add the shadows on the sides too, and I don't think I will. Next, we need to have some sort of menacing center lock piece. And I'm wondering if it should be something that stretches across the entirety of the design, like from one side to one side, or whether it should just be like a centerpiece where the chains meet up. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for square. I just need to think for a minute. But yeah, square seems like the way to go. If it doesn't work, I can always just, make it circular. But obviously this is gonna have some sort of keyhole in it too. So that's basically my idea for the shadow and stuff there. It looks pretty squarish, but I think that's kind of cool, like making a simplistic and geometric design for like the first time in this challenge. I guess I kind of did diamonds with the gem shape one, but it still felt not exactly the same. Next, I need to make the keyhole that will go in the centerpiece. And to do that, I'm just going to take a circle here. Oh, that's too big. I'm just going to use this circle then. Yeah, that's about the right size. Copy the values of that. Paste the color and put this on layer 7 so I have it at a separate point. This is in this exact center already, I believe. I'm going to move it up a tiny bit so I have room for the bottom part of the keyhole. Copy the values of that. I'm going to do kind of an angular keyhole. So that's kind of the way my keyhole is going to look there. Might shrink the size of this circle a tiny bit. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like smaller locks all over the place too. That like it's just covered in locks, like deadbolts, chains dangling, stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But first I'm going to focus on this main part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make chains coming across here. let me try this real quick. So obviously it's transparent, so you need to like copy and paste it a few times so you have a lot of objects there too. It's one downfall. But you get this solid looking chain. I mean, I want something for the chains to be connected to, obviously, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, that should work. Now I want to add a ton of other random keys coming off of this. I'm also going to decrease the size of that shadow there. It's a bit big. Yeah, I'm going to add a lot of different keys and locks and stuff all over the place. We'll see how that goes. I'll probably just cut to it. Why is it always so hard to figure out what to fill block designs with? Because obviously this entire center space is still empty. I'm trying to see what should be underlying the lock itself. And I cannot figure it out for the life of me. So it has to be simple enough that you can just see it at a glance and know what it is. Or just be nothingness, you know, like something abstract. I'm also going to add some like coins lying around too. Because I don't know, it kind of goes with the theme there. And I could put like a big dollar sign underneath there. That could work. Have to make it into gray though. Okay, I think I'm going to do that just because I have nothing else I want to put there. So the first step to doing that is changing the layering once again. It's not that hard though. I'll just make this down to -8. This is going to be in group -7, bottom 2, and editor layer 8 because I don't think that's taken yet. I'm just going to copy the color of this, paste the color there, and make it a bit lighter so you can see quite well. Maybe just a tiny bit lighter again. I want it to stand out decently well if I'm putting in the effort to make it. Next, I'm going to scale this up quite a bit. And then basically I just take this, start rotating it around. I really don't have any inspiration for this block design, really. Of all the ones I made, like I had inspiration for like more than half of them, and this was not one of them. This is one of the few ones where I had no ideas. I just realized it's 8 o'clock now, and I kind of have to have this done, so I'm just going to call it there. I mean, it's not very good. It's barely anything to it, really. It's just quite a bad design, but I don't really have much more I know what to do. So I'm going to make the background color now. So I need to make a ground, and then there's one more thing I want to do after that, too. Then I'm going to add some structures behind here to liven things up a bit. There we go, we have our locked. And today is very lucky because it's 5-5. So we're just gonna have these on either side of the pillar. Kind of similar to what we did with the ribbon one. And there we go. I think I'm basically done. It doesn't look good, but it looks better than nothing. It's better than not making a block design today, and I think that's all that matters, is that I made one. It doesn't really matter how it turned out. And I think the real reason it didn't turn out that great is because of this dollar sign in the background. I didn't know what to add. No clue what to add. You see, someone like Knots, they would instantly have an idea for what they would put back here. But me, I just, no clue. Just no ideas came to me. And so that's how you ended up with this. But all things considered, it could have been worse. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Even if the end result wasn't the best, hopefully you learned something maybe. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not going to be uploading another video today since it's already 8:15. But yeah, regardless, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.